By Bet365.
Time to take your seat. The thrills and spills of the Premier League, and Manchester City are the champions.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Realltom Football. I'm Realltom, and I'll be bringing the watch along today, folks, for the Manchester Derby, which is live from 2 o'clock on Super Sunday. If you do watch a stream on a replay, then please do make sure that you leave a like on the stream and hit the subscribe button if you are new. And thank you very much to everyone who's joined us here today, folks. So let's get straight into it. We've got some chats here, comments, commentos. Tom, is there a way you can turn down the music? No, there isn't. Abdi, I'm afraid. It comes on at whatever volume it comes on. You know, StreamYard decides that. Yeah? Do you get what I'm saying? But there is a big Manchester Derby upcoming tonight. But we need to talk about that humongous North London Derby yesterday afternoon when Arsenal beat Spurs by 3-1. That was the biggest game this weekend. Now it's time for the second biggest, in which sees the two Manchester clubs face off. Have you ever experienced the season before with two derbies in one weekend? Good afternoon, Oliver. How are you doing, Oliver? Welcome aboard. So this, folks, is one thing that really sent the country spinning yesterday. Oh, spinning, I tell you. Absolutely spinning. And United win now. I'm actually, Oliver, it's a very fair comment there, because I am backing a United win as well, believe it or not. Yeah, United to win. So, because if United do win, it sends Arsenal 4 points clear of them, of Manchester City in the title race, meaning Arsenal can afford a defeat. So it's all eyes to Manchester United. The flames will rise at 2 o'clock as Manchester City have a challenge from Erik ten Hag. I don't think it will be a challenge. I think it's going to be quite boring, to be honest with you. I think City will win, but if United win, well, I don't normally say this, but I'll be happy, because they will make it 4 points clear for Arsenal. So, this was the big game of the weekend. Arsenal 3-1 winners over Tottenham after Thomas Partey scored an absolute screamer to open the scoring in the 20th minute. 11 minutes later, Harry Kane scored a penalty based on a foul by Gabriel Magalhaes on Richarlison. And then in the 49th minute, Gabriel Jesus, after a bit of a scramble, restored Arsenal's lead. And before Granit Xhaka scored the goal which sealed the victory, Emerson Royale got sent off due to serious foul play. And as I said just a minute ago, Granit Xhaka finished the scoring off, 67th minute, to make it 3-1 to Arsenal. And that was surely an extraordinary North London derby. There's nothing that beats the North London derby, even if the Manchester derby is in the same game week. Bournemouth drew 0-0 to Brentford yesterday at the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Bournemouth were the better side, but yeah. Crystal Palace, after taking a 1-0 lead for Odsonne Edouard, ended up losing 2-1 after the scumbag Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scored, and it was finished off by Chelsea from a late winner by Conor Gallagher. And Fulham, after a very, very controversial red card, unfortunately lost 4-1 to the Newcastle United, who are an oil club. Liverpool, after a fantastic Brighton Hove Albion first half, Leandro Trossard put them 2-0 up. Firmino got one back just before the break to make it 2-1. They came back to lead 3-2. And then a late equaliser, which sealed a hat-trick for Leandro Trossard to make it 3-3. That was an exciting 6-goal thriller, which was part of our Saturday night football yesterday. And Southampton were defeated 2-1 by Everton after they took a lead, but then a very quick response by Everton, which had a winner sealed by Dwight McNeil. And West Ham, 2-0 winners over Wolves in that game, where a view from the stands appeared late on. So we've got Manchester City versus Manchester United today at 2 o'clock. And then the big one of the day, well, in my opinion, the big one of the day, because Leeds are going to thrash Aston Villa at 4:30. And on Monday Night Football, do not forget, it is Leicester City taking on Nottingham Forest. Another derby, not a very big one, but it's an East Midlands derby. That is on Monday Night Football from 8 o'clock. We'll be live at 7:45 for that one. And let's take a look at today's Manchester derby team lineups at the Etihad. Now, just look at that stat for a moment. You wouldn't believe it, but it's 24 wins for Manchester United, 13 away, and only 9 at home for City. Anyway, lineups time. Lineups. Ederson begins in goal for Manchester City, as you'd expect. Kyle Walker plays with Nathan Ake, João Cancelo and Manuel Akanji in a back four. That's a weird back four. Ilkay Gundogan, the captain, plays alongside Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva in a midfield three. There is no Rodri in this starting 11 today. Neither of which on the bench, I don't think. No. I'm not sure why, so don't ask me. Erling Haaland plays with Jack Grealish and Phil Foden in a forward three. And on the bench, Stefan Ortega, Scott Carson, Rico Lewis, Ruben Diaz, Aymeric Laporte, Sergio Gomez, Cole Palmer, Julian Alvarez and Riyad Mahrez. And for Manchester United, David De Gea begins in goal. Lisandro Martinez plays alongside Taro Malacia, Rafael Varane and Diogo Dalot in a back four. A midfield five of Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen, Jadon Anthony, Jadon Sancho and Scott McTominay. And leading the line is Marcus Rashford, leaving Cristiano Ronaldo sat on the bench alongside Anthony Martial, Anthony Elanga, Facundo Pellistri, Casemiro, Fred, Luke Shaw and Victor Lindelof and Tom Heaton as well. So there is the I found it very strange, yeah. And given the fact it's not, I mean, I don't know if you know, but there is actually a lawsuit for whenever fans are there at Old Trafford and the Manchester derby is played at Old Trafford, it has to be Saturday 12:30 or an 8 o'clock. But for the Etihad, there's no restrictions, so I don't know why it's not 4:30. Whether that's the Premier League's decision, whether it's Manchester Police saying that it's going to cause fights around Old Trafford, I don't know. But it is a weird one. Oliver's pointed out a very weird fact, the fact that this is 2 o'clock, yeah. So the referee, oh man, I'm so disappointed. He should have been at the North London derby yesterday, Michael Oliver, because Anthony Taylor's an idiot. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but here we hate Anthony Taylor. Ryan Tunes in the house. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing? And of course, Martin Tyler is on the commentary box. Let's now get through to the pre-match build-up, and looks nice. Teams are in the tunnels. I'm doing good, thank you, Ryan. The teams are out. They've got everything out, haven't they, for this Manchester derby? So a reminder to the teams then that Edison does begin in goal. The only change, the only shock really, is that Rodri is not in the squad today. There we go, Martin Tyler's just said it. Training ground injuries. Looks like a pretty strong lineup, but not the best. And Manchester United, who usually make me angry and are my most hated side alongside Tottenham Hotspur, have got the stronger lineup and are the team who I want to win today so that Arsenal can go 4 points clear of Manchester City. Even a draw would help because we'd be 3 points clear, but a loss for City would be even better. The only concern of a Manchester United win would be Manchester United becoming great again. Yes, the Manchester derby is live. Yeah, there you go. Rodri made more tackles, more possession won by Rodri, and more passes as well. But Gundogan's still a very versatile and good player. He likes his forward play though a lot, Ilkay Gundogan. But he has got that captain thing about him, and that's the reason why he wears that armband. Now, I actually saw a Ukrainian on the bus today. She was talking to a man who is very English but lives in China. So we'll just give her... You know, she's probably not watching. Go away. But we'll... she's probably not watching, but we'll just give you a little reminder that our thoughts are always with Ukraine. And it's an atmosphere at the Etihad which is quite rampant, but nowhere near as rampant as the Emirates Stadium yesterday. And it will be Manchester United to get the game underway in a moment at the Etihad. It's a nice setting. A lovely day in Manchester. At around 1 o'clock it's in Torbay. We did see glimpses of the sun, but now it starts to go cloudy. Don't forget, Fraser knows this. I've got, after Super Sunday straight away, it will be a quick end to Super Sunday after the Leeds United game, because I'm going straight to an Asian wedding. And by the way, we are away in the Manchester derby. Our thoughts yet again with Ukraine. And the Manchester derby is alive and going as the flames rise. Ooh, nice. Edison to Ake. Don't forget, next weekend we have a live exclusives for you, including Arsenal versus Liverpool. In fact, we might have 2 live exclusives for you next weekend, because there is 2 exclusive games next weekend. Yeah, we might do 2 live exclusives on the Super Sunday, because Arsenal versus Liverpool is on the Sunday. Then straight after that, BD Sport will be the place you need to go for Everton versus Manchester United. But no, probably 2 live exclusives next weekend. That's going to be quite the interesting Super Sunday, and that comes before the final weekend, before the midweek on Prime Video, and then my week and a Saturday of holiday and no streams. Then after that, we'll return to normal action with another weird weekend, including Saturday the 5th of November, which has one of those weekends where it's 2 on the Saturday, 3 on the Sunday, with Chelsea versus Arsenal, Southampton, Newcastle, and Spurs versus Liverpool on the sheet. And then on that last weekend before the World Cup, it's Man City versus Brentford, and then we'll be looking at a 3 o'clock kickoff, and Newcastle versus Chelsea at 5:30, and then at 7:45, Wolves versus Arsenal. And good Lord, finally on the Super Sunday, the last Super Sunday before that World Cup, Brighton versus Aston Villa, and Fulham versus Manchester United. And then we turn to chase the thumbnails, and here's Bernardo Silva. Ball in, Haaland with a header, coming round the back, De Bruyne, and it's a really good save by De Gea, and McTominay blocks it off from Bernardo Silva. So yeah, that's the schedule, and this Manchester derby is alive. City are almost as electric as we were yesterday. Okay. Nice ball over the top to Phil Foden. And this is De Bruyne who plays it into the middle and away by McTominay. Phil Foden to Walker. And now back to Ake. Foden. And Walker. That's Cancelo. And he plays it back to Edison. Now, the punditry were talking about it earlier. United are started to become that side on the counter through Eriksen and that. So I'll be interested to see if they can do that against Manchester City today. At the moment, as you would expect, City are dominating. Here's Bruno Fernandes. It's won back by Varane there, but then that's given away. The pass was too heavy from Bruno Fernandes. Well, the last 7 home results. 3-0 against Brighton. Win against Watford, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest to beat them all. Here's Grealish. Flag day down against Bernardo Silva. Haaland looking to return it to Grealish in some style. But he didn't get that right and it bent on wide. Ake with the forward ball and it's intercepted by Eriksen. McTominay with the layoff. Malacia. Eriksen. He looked to play it to Sancho, who was on his toes but didn't quite get the pass right. Well, that's a loose pass, but Sancho was immediately cut off by Akanji. And now this is De Bruyne. Plays it back to Akanji. And now Foden. Some people would call him the magical youngster. He is quite magical. Gundogan. Cancelo. And Bernardo Silva drives into Foden. And it's 1-0 to Manchester City. Phil Foden with the goal. And that does not make me happy in the title charge. But City do deserve it from a great opening 8 minutes. And it's a really sweet touch. Quite disguised in there. But he flicks it up and it goes top bins. I most certainly do. I don't say that often, but we need them to win. Lisandro Martinez. That's given away to Kyle Walker by De Gea. This is a Kanji to Walker. Well, let's have a look at the poll. It's actually Manchester City who are being backed here by 62% of you. 38% backing Manchester United. And nobody backing a draw. Well, I didn't captain Haaland. I captained Jesus and it paid off because he got a goal. Grealish with the header, and that's given away to Dalot, who plays it to Antony, who slipped, and Erik Ten Hag's face. That's a really good win back by Martinez. And this is Bruno Fernandes. Rashford. His first touch wasn't great. Though Sancho's got in the way of Foden there. Could he win it back? No. Foden with the composure to keep it off the feet of Sancho. Walker to Foden. It's a good press by United. Plenty forward. Grealish. Oh, well, that was cheeky from Bernardo. So he tried to do a disguise pass over to Grealish, but Varane wasn't going to be fooled by that. And that's a free kick to Manchester City by Dalot. Foul by Dalot. So De Bruyne and Foden are across here for this free kick to City, who lead 1-0 at the Etihad. You know, it's a good delivery into the mix, and it's away by Eriksen. So Walker's going to take the throw. Walker gets it to Foden, and he wasn't fouled there. And that's a interesting pass. Rashford's one-on-one, but Edison with the composure to tap it away for a throw. Rashford was just by a millimetre or so ahead of Nathan Ake. Had Edison not been on his toes, he would have got there. Wow. No shots for United, 4 for City, and only 2 of those 4 on target. 75% of the ball for them, which is expected. Came off a City player from Sancho out for a Manchester United throw. Eriksen. Lisandro Martinez. Malacia, that's a really poor touch. The ball came to him like a present, but he just can't find his footing and taps it away. It's a dangerous place to give away a throw as well because the City players are all coming forward, and that's a... I mean, you didn't need to do that. Bernardo Silva Cancelo was picked off there nicely by McTominay. And now this is Bruno Fernandes. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but he couldn't keep the ball. Although that's loose from City as well. Dallo, this time, can Bruno Fernandes keep the ball? He can. He chests it down, turns. And he has picked out Sancho here. That was his intent. But he wasn't expected to happen as Walker missed it. And then the shot from Eriksen was too soft and wouldn't squeeze into the bottom corner. I'm not crying yet, Oliver. I'm alright at the moment. Walker chests it down, gets away from Sancho. De Bruyne plays it back to Akanji though. City slowing down. That's a nice ball from Ederson to Phil Foden. But he couldn't keep his touch under control and he's giving it away. Now this is something for Rashford to chase on. Akanji though. Oh, Ederson. With a poor touch and Rashford has slipped. Well, that could have been a real hammer blow for City, but they've been let off there by Rashford who slipped. Walker entering forward quite slowly but coolly. Grealish gets away. Lovely turn. Return from Haaland. Goes down. Grealish. That's going to be a yellow card and a free kick for Lisandro Martinez. I think it should be a yellow card at the very max. That's a yellow card and a minimum and maximum. Because he stands straight, he puts his foot in the way. Yeah, that's a yellow card. Well, he's not given the yellow card, Michael Oliver. Anthony Taylor gave one though yesterday for a similar challenge. Still doesn't make me like Anthony Taylor. It's going to one. Oh, it's hit the post. Hit the outside of the post. Was a fantastic free kick by the City captain. It had the curl and only just a little bit less than what. That was incredibly close. Offside against De Bruyne, and the free kick is quickly taken by United. Sancho, and he's given it away, hit it straight at Bernardo Silva. Foden, Gundogan. City in a bit of a tangle because United have got a lot of bodies back. So that can be a risk. can cause problems defensively. Phil Foden was held there by Malacia. Nothing's going to be given there. City fans can appeal all they want. Ake. Up to Cancelo. And he gets the return, Nathan Ake. Foden. Oh, De Bruyne, sorry that was. He played it across, but it was straight at Lisandro Martinez. That's loose. But McTominay recovers the situation. And now Bruno Fernandes could force a counter-attack. If he can get the ball right, he couldn't. It was away by Akanji, though. Sancho's picked up the scraps. And intercepted by Bernardo Silva. Kanji to Haaland. This is Nathan Ake. Up to Gundogan. Grealish might be able to thread that through to Bernardo Silva. He has. And he's managed to go. Foden. Nearly got another one. Just over the top there from the youngster. It's a great move for... Lucky reach for Bernardo Silva. Lucky ball from Grealish. Oliver thinks 2-2 full time. I'd like to think 2-1, but I don't think that's going to happen. Though United, in their worst form last season, did score at the Etihad last season. They failed to do so at Old Trafford, but they did score here. Haaland. And now that's over the top to... Well, should have been for Phil Foden. But he couldn't get there. So that's for a United throw. And Pep Guardiola's demanding more. Well, by Varane, Eriksen's header. Gundogan. Lisandro Martinez for Manchester United. Malacia. To McTominay. And that's given away. It's poor from McTominay. Gives it away to Grealish. Jack Grealish looked to play it through to Haaland, but he was cut off there by Varane. And now McTominay. Fernandes. Back to McTominay. Fernandes again. Rashford. That's a really loose ball from Rashford. It's poor. Phil Foden was caught and brought down by Malacia. Yellow card. You cannot took a player back like that. It's poor again though for United. I've seen this 2-3 times now. Just keep on winning the ball, playing a few good passes, then when it's about the crucial pass, they get it wrong. They're lucky to be 1-0 down at the moment, Manchester United. Should be more. City haven't been able to punish them. And here's Sancho, fed by Eriksen. Gets around De Bruyne. Plays it back to McTominay here. Plays the long switch ball and intercepted by Kanji again. Well, 24 minutes in and this Manchester derby has lots of views on it. No, it's to the finish. Leeds 4, Villa 0. Here's Kyle Walker. And here's Haaland. Look to play it to Phil Foden. Fernandes shuts it down. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Malacia. Ericsson. Sancho. Varane. Dallo. McTominay. That's done by Malacia. I'm 2 minutes behind here. I don't know. Am I 2 minutes behind? What minute are you guys in? Unless it was the delayed kickoff. Grealish. Cancelo looking to get ahead. Went to corner. De Bruyne, Foden blocked by Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. But yes, Oliver, this is what I think of Aston Villa versus Leeds. That's what I think of it. So I am about 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds odd behind. Once it gets to half time, you struggle to notice how far behind you are. Grealish. Gordon did score Germany's penalty at Wembley. In the England game. Here's Shaqiri. Pulls it back to De Bruyne, who lines it up just wide. Martinez. Nice ball to Jaden Antony. McTominay, and I cannot show the game live Angelo123K, but you can find a streaming site. In fact, I'll give you a streaming site link, given the fact my assistant or my vice chairman is not around. But yeah, I'll give it to you now for you. I'll give you a link. Copy that and delete that. Paste that into Twitch and paste. There you go. That's one of the links. I'll give you another one as well. Bear with me. Got that one. I'll also give you that one. Foden. Good one. Walker Grealish. Fraser says yes. What's yes for? Hello, Goatser though. Welcome back. And I'll also give you De Bruyne. Too much tip, not enough tip. So I've given you all the links that you'll need. Angelo123K. Varane. I think he's rolled his ankle. Should be alright, Rafa Varane. And I mentioned to you this game can get boring. It's getting a bit boring right now. But certainly wasn't more than the North London derby yesterday. I wanted it to end when we were 3-1 up, but it was scary, nice, just fun. Varane will be okay, I'm sure. I know Eric Ten Hag doesn't really like Harry Maguire. There's the corner for Manchester City, and it's off the line. Foden, oh, it's given as a goal. 2-0 to Manchester City. And that's game over for Manchester United. It's Haaland. It's shambles from United. Massey did his best to clear it off the line, but no, it was in. So bullet header And that's his 12th goal. It's the most in the first 8 Premier League applications out of any other player. And it's 2-0 to Manchester City. Here's Malacia. Down the line to Sancho. McTominay. Varane. AFCB Fan TV predicts 3-1 Manchester City. Go away, Siri. Go away. Go away. Still 9 seconds behind. That's not... The internet must be lagging a bit. Because normally it's only by a small margin that I'm behind. That will be starting at 4:15 for the 4:30 kickoff. And we won't be doing any post-match. Fortunately, I don't have to because it's not the end of the weekend. Of course, Monday Night Football tomorrow for 7:45 consists of an East Midlands derby in which is Leicester City taking on Nottingham Forest. So yeah, we'll do all the post-match, all the end-of-game week stuff tomorrow. I'm going to end it quickly because I've got an Asian wedding to go to. And here's Jack Grealish. Looking fit for purpose. Through De Bruyne. And Haaland reaches it. 3-0. Game over. Shambles show Manchester United. 3-0 down. Haaland has 2. And now Erik ten Hag looks glum. This is similar to the first half against Brentford from Manchester United. A little bit better in the performance, but then the goals they're conceding. It's too easy to Haaland for Haaland. It's a nice finish. It was a fantastic pass by De Bruyne, you have to say. Well, Pep's happy. Eric, not so much. Well, that is given away to Sancho here. Fernandez gets away from Bernardo Silva with the turn. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. AFC Bournemouth managed to stop Erling Haaland. He's a beast. Not even Manchester United, who have, after that 4-0 embarrassment to Brentford, have fell in a good form. After the international break, are back to their usual selves, and couldn't stop him. In fact, he scored past them twice in the space of around 39 minutes. Well, Walker's got a problem here. So Varane is replaced by Lindelof here to injury. And so too might it be the end of the day for Walker. In fact, it is going to be the end of the day for Kyle Walker. Well, around about 4 minutes to go. And Erik ten Hag is going to really add to the misery with her. I'm sure a painful and very hard-hitting post-match half-time speech. He will strike into the hearts of the ministers because he's one of those managers. He's a bit like Pep Guardiola. Doesn't accept these kind of things, Erik ten Hag. He's an angry manager, unlike Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who would sit there glumly. Same too, really. Ralph Rangnick, he didn't look angry, he just looked glum. They most certainly do deserve a trophy, and Haaland could be in again here. He tees up Grealish, Haaland again, and deflected off Lisandro Martinez, and it's going to be here's Rashford for United. Plays it into Eriksen. Fernandes with the touch and blocked off was Antony. And De Bruyne holds off Eriksen. This is Haaland and De Bruyne goes down. Advantage played. Foden 4-0. Shambles from United. Spectacular from City. What a well-worked goal. Haaland from De Bruyne. De Bruyne goes down, he's fouled. The advantage is played by Mike Oliver, and rightly so, and then what a finish. What a ball. What a finish. On the spot, right in time, Haaland with a great ball across. Well, there's Sir Alex Ferguson. He looks quite grumpy. I think we all expected more from Manchester United, Gary Neville. Antony. Can Sancho get there? No, he can't. It was very, very composure. It was very good composure from Akanji. 2 minutes added on. Fernandez, good save. Ederson. It's a powerful shot. And Malacia made it. His against Foden, kept it alive. Ericsson. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot. And there you go, they're leaving, the United fans. Right, let's get the half-time banner ready. Is it a bit too early for United? Maybe if it was 4:30 they might have had a chance. Who knows? Could be a case of them just not being awake. But there's no way back in now. City have won this. Well, Mike Oliver blows a couple of seconds early for half-time. Respite of an absolute nightmare for Manchester United, and at the break it's City 4, United 0. A big smirk on the face of Erling Haaland, known as the monster in certain areas of the world, in a certain part of Manchester, in which these part, and most certainly in this chat too. At the break, City 4, United 0. They have been very cocky, and it is funny. Well, it's not. It's funny to watch, but it's not funny in terms of the table. But they're never coming back from this. This is a set result. Could be more goals for whether it's City or United. United may get one back, but this is game set. This is result set. City have won. I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. Anyway, lots to talk about in this Manchester derby, but I'm going to take a very quick break, and then when we come back, it will be time to analyse that absolutely superb Manchester City first half. Will the second half consist of a United comeback, which I wouldn't be surprised if that never happened, a improved United performance, or more City goals and more City domination? We'll be back in 2-3 minutes.
By Bet365.
Time to take your seat. The thrills and spills of the Premier League, and Manchester City are the champions.
Alvin.
By Bet365.
Time to take your seat. The thrills and spills of the Premier League, and Manchester City are the champions.
So Alvin Carr has arrived in the house. Hello Alvin Carr. 4-0. I know, it's a bit of a shock based on the artist's form, but this comment from Oliver right here, United did need this. They've been far too cocky in recent weeks with that win over Liverpool and the recent form. They're not the side who can beat Manchester City. They're not the side who should be getting the wins that they've had. Do you know what I mean? And they do deserve this. It disappoints me because I wanted them to win so that Arsenal could have a plentiful gap. But it's totally right, the scoreline, based on the performance in the first half. It's similar to the Brentford one. A little bit less harmful. Because it's Manchester City. But there's so much space open. And they just keep giving the ball away. And the finishes are quite clinical. Second goal is a little bit... Sorry, third goal is it, whatever. So, yeah, second goal. First goal for Haaland, second goal for City. It was just... Goal line. Third one was great. This Foden goal, though, look at this second goal. De Bruyne goes down, what a pass. Haaland, then again, what a pass. And Foden, nice clinical finish. Well, and yeah, lots of United fans have left. Maybe it is a lack of confidence, I don't know. But it's a slap in the face they needed. And the poll is only getting more and more of a gap. 0% back in a draw, 77% back in Manchester City and 23% back in Manchester United out of 13 votes. Well, fire is the right word, Kelly Cates. We'll be back with the second half very shortly. Now, it's time to stop thinking about the Manchester derby and let's think happy thoughts. Arsenal are top of the league. After a superb North London derby win yesterday, an absolutely brilliant performance, complete domination throughout the whole game. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. They were yesterday. We were yesterday, but City have been brilliant on another level. The game's been a bit open, but City so clinical. They don't have to do what Arsenal did yesterday. Arsenal pressed throughout the whole game, minute 1 to minute 90. From minute 1 to minute 96, because in total there was 96 minutes. Pressed. But City didn't need to do that. They just calm. Let United have a bit of goes, but then so brutal on that counter. And they're attacking so disguised. But the finishes are unbelievable. Especially with Haaland in the team. They've been ridiculously clinical in this first half, Manchester City. And I only dread to think what's coming for Manchester United in the second half. I mean, it's really satisfying in terms of the game, but in terms of the table, not so much. It's a breath of fresh air, though, to see United losing by this amount. So, what more can I talk to you about? There's no positives of Manchester United. I pretty much said all I can say. It's just a case of how many more. What will the second half bring now? Really is. I've said all I need to say. It's just a case of waiting for the second half, I suppose. Whilst United are getting held out by Erik ten Hag. And the gap on the pole was probably going to only grow bigger and bigger. In fact, it has grown bigger. 79% now for City and 21% for Manchester United. Eye on us. Hungry eyes. Hungry eyes. Just waiting for the second half. I'm literally running it down. At least Haaland and Akanji give me FPL points. Yeah. It's a shame I didn't captain Haaland, actually. I captained Jesus, but, well. Still 61 points. Wow, 61 points. Where's 61 come from? Let's see, 12 add 16 is 28. And then 38. 42. Add Antonio's 1. 43. And then De Bruyne 748. Gabriel's 2 is 50. Cancelo's 1 is 51. And Thiago Silva's 6 is 57. 58, sorry. 59, sorry. Ramsdale's 2 is 9. 61. Right. Well, how many points have you guys got? I've got 61. There is going to be a change. It's Tara Malacia off, Luke Shaw on. And let's get this Manchester derby underway for the second half at the Etihad. Well, 2 players for Manchester City on a hat-trick. But who will, if anyone, take home the match ball? We're underway for the second half. You've got 61 as well. Me and Oliver are level on points then. Because I have 61 as well. And Abdi has 46. He had 43 in the morning. Well, maybe captaining Jesus paid off. Because I've got 16 points over this week. And although captaining Haaland may have paid off more. You don't know. Fraser's got 100. Of course he has. Well, this is... Oh, Foden. And Cancelo keeping it alive. Your Foden points added. Well, I'll take 61. Here's Luke Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw again. About 25 minutes or so, the Leeds vs Aston Villa lineups will come out. $120. Whew. There's room for Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Lisandro Martinez. Oh, sorry, Jadon Antony. Tomine. Lisandro Martinez. Jadon Sancho. And he's picked off by Foden. We've got a new man in here. Darwin's Chakavbar. Man United made my mum come from the above. By that I meant from her bed. Oh. Well. Make sure you do hit the subscribe, leave a like on the stream. Darwin's Chakavbar. But check out for that. At least it made your mum get out of bed. So there's Andre Martinez. Lindelof. It's given away to Ilkay. Well, no, it's not. It was given away temporarily, but Ericsson feeds on the loose ball. Luke Shaw, though, ran straight into good trouble. And João Cancelo has it for City. Took back their free kicks given. Okay. Too much on it for Grealish. Now we'll let that run for the throw-in. Hello again. Lindelof. The hair away. It so is. The way it's ran, awful. Awful players. It's just horrible club. I'm glad I don't support them. Switching to Gomez. Dodos over in a tussle from McTominay, who put pressure on. Here's a Kanji. And now Grealish. And he's on the outside corner of Dalot. For City. There's more United players back than City players forward. Will it be De Bruyne or Foden? It is going to be De Bruyne. And it's a deep corner, but defended well enough by United. This is Jadon Sancho, who looks to maybe spark a counter. But he ran straight into De Bruyne. He was cut off. United win the throw. Sandro Martinez. McTominay. Luke Shaw. Then Sandro Martinez. He's Rashford and he's giving it away to Haaland here. Now De Bruyne. Well, Haaland's going to chase after that. It's a poor decision from De Bruyne, actually, I think. Why would you do that? Just set him up. Do you one-touch passing? Looks a lot better than just let him chase. That's what we did a lot yesterday. We did one touch. And that looked good. That didn't. And it wasn't. You don't need to make it look so easy like that, if it makes sense. You don't need to... Because it's just poor. Dalot, Rashford. Nice footwork, gets past Bernardo Silva and brushes off a Kanji. Luke Shaw, Ericsson, and then Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Dalot. Is someone going to let fly here? Might be Diogo Dalot, or it might be Luke Shaw. And well, one of the players should have let fly because that was given away. Haaland, De Bruyne, Foden, cute. Gundogan. Kenji back to Ake. Kenji again. Foden. Plays it back. Was just watching that period of possession for a moment. Pressure from Bernardo Silva on De Gea. This is McTominay. Shaw. Goes back to the goalkeeper De Gea. Gets it to Dalot. Now Lindelof. Dalot again. Ericsson. And this is Sancho. Not a lot of space to run into. Shaw. Ericsson with the long ball. He gets it to Jaden Antony, who shoots. And he gets a nice goal. 4-1. They're back in it. United. Well, that came from truly nowhere, but a wonderful finish. Here's Ericsson. All of a sudden they're alive here. Shaw. Sancho. Shaw. And Shaw again. Runs straight into Akanji. Throw into Manchester United. Haaland to Lindelof. So they did well there. And now this is the captain Gundogan. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Out wide to Grealish on the left. He's a one-on-one against Dalot. Was he brought down there? Michael Oliver says no, it did look soft. And he looked like he went down a bit easily, Jack Grealish. There's going to be a double change here, including Antony, Martial, and also, well, first he's going to replace Rashford and Casemiro. To replace McTominay. Well, United have a bit of a bite back on the poll. They've got 25% now back in them and 75% back in City. A 3% bite back for United on the poll. Here's Ake. Probably will end 4-1, yeah. I'd say so. Surprised they did get the goal back, to be fair. But at the moment, it's the same scoreline as the last Manchester derby at the Etihad and also the last Manchester derby in the Premier League. Here's Grealish. Which one was better, though? This or the North London derby? I think I know the answer, but give us your thoughts. This one or yesterday's one? Did Darwin's subscribe, I wonder? Let's have a look. Oh, and it might still go in. Gundogan hits it at Ericsson, who will clear it. He did subscribe. We're on 414 now. Thanks for subscribing. Darwin's check of Bart. Grealish picked off. Here's Jane Antony. So Ake. Not managed to exceed 5 in a league derby. City at home. Might well do that tonight. Or this afternoon, I should say. It's not really tonight yet. Only 3:30. We have hit the hour mark. It's 28 minutes to go. No, 27 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Oh, there's a gap for Haaland in between the lines, and, well, you thought it was going to nestle into the bottom corner, but it brushes the side netting from Erling Haaland, the monster. This game is getting a bit boring, it's dragging, and I have a feeling that the Leeds Aston Villa game will be a breath of fresh air. I didn't need a breath of fresh air yesterday, though, because all 3 Saturday night football games yesterday were absolutely brilliant. The North London derby were high paced the whole way through, and at the same time my nerves were jangling a little bit. The Liverpool-Brighton game as well, really good pace on it, nice game. And then that last one as well, the Wolves game, was a bit boring. Oh, and it's 5-1. Erling Haaland with a hat-trick. First Manchester derby, first hat-trick in the Manchester derby for Erling Haaland. He is a monster. 5-1 to City. Game over. And it is a joke now. Oliver, yet again, right on the spot with his comments. It is a joke. You're expecting Manchester United to come in here based on the recent form with intensity and a challenge, but so be it the opposite. They've been a shambles. It's a slap in the face that they, yes, deserve, because they're not a side that should be beating City, and, well, brilliant finish. And that's the game put to bed. Well, they are checking for a possible offside. VAR could ruin the day. I'll put it back to 4-1 just to see. Check complete. And the goal will stand. Here's Jadon Sancho then. Free kick given. City have been too good. I mean, I can't figure out how United found that form, and I can't figure out how they've lost that form. Maybe it's the international break, I don't know, but it's what I expected from City on the pay-per-view, based on the recent form of Manchester United, and that's in towards Jadon Sancho. Based on the recent form of Manchester United, I thought they'd be a bit better, but on paper, I guessed it right. Just to confirm, he was onside there, and that's a really poor touch. Just flicks it up and then dribbles it out. Well, fans, turn backwards, turn with the backs to the pitch and dancing away. Well, he won't be satisfied, Pep Guardiola. No clean sheet. And that's what it's all about. Getting your clean sheets, getting your wins. Foul on De Bruyne. City get the free kick. Fernandes in frustration gently rolls it to the City player. It's what he's about. He's a very angry player, Bruno Fernandes. He has a lot of emotion. And he shows it. Well, City are definitely in the recent years one of the top teams in the country, but based on the league at the moment, they are not the top team in the country. Oh. Corner. It's given there by Michael Oliver. Fred's going to come on and defend the court and help with the corner to replace Jadon Sancho. Might as well do that. It's what Antonio Conte did with Arsenal. He tried to limit limit the damage. And that's what Erik ten Hag should be doing now. Bruno Fernandes. Gundogan. Here's Dalot with the chance. But it's easily defended by City as Gundogan intervene. Now Grealish to Haaland, lovely turn, Erling Haaland into Foden, 6. And Foden has a hat-trick as well. 2 hat-tricks. 6-1. Foden and Haaland, this is. But who's going to get the match ball is the question you will ask. He's onside. He's onside thanks to Luke Shaw. And it's, well, technically 5-0 if you think about it. The score is 6-1, but On goal difference, it's 5-0, and there is going to be a VAR check. If the ball was out of play. The goal's given. 6-1. Well, Phil Foden's going to come off now. He's had a fantastic game and a hat-trick as well. 88 FPL points. Jesus Christ. Go away, Siri, for the last time. Move away. Superb from City. Shambles from United. On paper, it's what you expect. And the lineups are now available for Leeds versus Aston Villa, which I'll go through in a moment. Well, 6-1. So Laporte. "21 shots, 10 on target for City, 6 shots for United, 3 on target, Shambles." Right then, let's take a look at the Leeds versus the relegationers lineups. And it is Illan Meslier to begin in goal for Leeds, the young Frenchman. Robin Koch plays with Liam Cooper, who returns from injury. Pascal Stark and Ramos Christensen in a back four. A midfield 5 of Brendan Aronson, Mark Roker, Jack Harrison, Tyler Adams and Luis Sinistera. And Rodrigo leads the line for Leeds United. On the bench, it's Crescencio Somerville, Matthias Click, Christopher Claassen, Patrick Bamford, Wilfred Gnonto, Sam Greenwood, Luke Ayling, Junior Firpo and Diego Llorente. For Aston Villa, it's Emi Martinez in goal, Ezri Konsa, Tyrone Mings, Ludwig Augustinsson, Ashley Young, Dougie Louise, John McGinn, Jacob Ramsey, Ollie Watkins, Philip Coutinho and Leon Bailey. On the bench, Morgan Sanson, Emi Buendia, Marvellous Nakamba, Leander Dendonka, Lamari Bogarda, Robin Olsen, Danny Ings, Cameron Archer and Jan Bednarek. That is the squad of a team who's going to get relegated. Eleven and a half minutes to go. So Bernardo Silva, just 11 minutes to go now. It's getting boring. It just... First 15 minutes it was competitive, but then it just lost its spark. United have been in shambles. That's why this derby is so boring. Because it is a ball fest. United are in our shambles and City are made out of oil. But Arsenal and Tottenham are two teams that are growing, fighting against each other. And it was so much more entertaining yesterday than this. Yeah, you've got 7 goals. But here's Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. And that's given away. Cole Palmer is on the pitch now. Hang on a minute. Gomez. Sergio Gomez. Picked off by Antony. Bernardo Silva trying to win it back. He's not letting him go, Bernardo Silva. And United smash it away. Won back by Kanji. Cancelo. This is Ake. Oh, I'm looking forward to Leeds versus Aston Villa. As I said to you, Manchester Derby, you do need a breath of fresh air after it, and that will be a breath of fresh air. I can guarantee you that Leeds United will be on top and absolutely out of the boxes, ready to go. Giving away. Oh, hang on. Well, I know that the game's away from United now. They're not going to come back, so I'd quite dearly love to see another City goal, to be honest with you. Look at Sir Alex, looks so glum. And Eric, oh, that face. Anger. Anger! I am Eric Ten Hag and I am angry. Ah! Dalot. Ericsson. Luke Shaw keeps it in. It's into Fred. And Fred forces a save, and it's 6-2. Another goal back for United. It's Antony Martial. 6-2 indeed, and Martin Tyler. Eight goals in this Manchester derby. Here's Cole Palmer. Slides it across. And Alvarez should have scored to make it 7. But the touch let him down. It was a nice ball across from Cole Palmer. Now, that was a lovely ball by Cole Palmer. But it's a waste for Alvarez. Though it has gone for a corner. I don't know how. It will be Gomez to take. Disappointing. It's probably the right word. Oh, give me 15 minutes of respite. Sorry, give me 10 at least. I beg you. I beg for 10. I beg for 10. And I know I say give me 10, because this will probably finish around about 10-2 or quarter to Antony. And I'll have what? Say, for example, it finished now, which it won't. I would have half an hour before I have to go live, but take away 15 minutes because I need 15 minutes to set up and get everything ready. So, do you know what I mean? That is one of the Super Sunday bonuses though. You only have 2 to deal with. Ericsson and that have got a crisp here. Probably not what Casemiro had in mind. Almost take a bit of food. Yeah, that's definitely right. Both of them have been brilliant. Erling Haaland and Phil Foden both got hat tricks to celebrate and devour. Giving away. I can't believe I'm saying that it's boring, but there's been 8 goals. Sometimes it's not the goal. I mean, the goals are all beautiful, but sometimes it's not the goals that matter. Sometimes it's about the intensity, the fight. And there was most certainly that in yesterday. There was fight and hunger and intensity in yesterday's North London derby, but this has just been a case of absolute City domination. But on paper, it's what you expect. Shot from range. It's parried away by Edison. Here's Antony. It was blocked by Ake. Deflected. Well, for Dallo, they're still going. About 1 minute to go. Plus additional time. It's a penalty. This could be the 9th goal of the match. And it will be Bruno. Last time he took a penalty, I think it was the last time. Hit the post at the Emirates. VAR, of course, having a look. It's not going to be Bruno, it's going to be Antony Martial, and the penalty will stand. So I'll get the thing ready because he's about to take. Martial, he hit top bins. That's a great penalty, actually. And it's 6-3, a 9th goal in the match. And there's just 2 additional minutes. Wow, that's a relief. I was expecting a lot more. And I will get my 10-minute break. Has he actually, Jose? Bruno Lage been sacked? Where did it say that phrase? Can you send me the article? Send me a link to the article or something. Cheers, mate. And that's full time. It's 6-3 in the Manchester derby. 6-3. Thank you all very much for watching, folks. Have a lovely well, for you guys, it's 25 minutes or so. For me, it's about 10 minutes or so. Have a lovely 25 minutes, and I'll see you in 25 minutes. Full time, City 6, United 3. Antony got 1. The other Antony got 1. Antony Martial. And also someone else got 1. I can't remember who though. Anyway, that's the end of that Manchester derby. It's time for a 10-minute break and a breath of fresh air for me, in which comes next of Leeds versus the relegationers. See you.
By Bet365.
The thrills and spills of the Premier League. And Manchester City are the champions.